Okay, guys. Well. Let me get back to you about the dream about the parrot. Now, apparently, it claims that anyone to dream of making out with the parrot, especially if the parrot is making out with you, that you're not precipitating. It's like, I'll explain. It means that either someone around me or me is desiring to have a more deeper connection with people. And in a way, it's sort of correct and sort of not correct in a sense. Like us Pisces people, okay, we like to get to know people deeply. And that's just how it is. And I'm a very affectionate person. I love giving affection. I love receiving affection. I like to have deep, meaningful, open, honest, raw, real connections with people, even deep, meaningful friendships. But sadly, I keep getting the shit end of the stick with multiple people from all walks of life. And people out there think that I'm easy and I'm too soft and they just underestimate me and they come for me and they're all, and yeah, it's just expressing my frustration and the other person's frustration. So whoever this male bird cockatoo is, I was trying to, push this cockatoo away from me because I didn't like the fact that in the reality sense that, hey, a parrot is trying to stick its tongue in my mouth. I knew the reality of it, which tells me that I'm more realistic. It's the other one that's unrealistic. For it's not realistic for a parrot to make out with a human being and be very forceful like that in the way that this cockatoo was being towards me within the dream. So I'm not the person who has issues when it comes to communication. Obviously, it's someone else that is either fucking pissed off with me because I'm not being 100% clear in my communication, in which I feel that I have been 100% clear with everybody. I've let people know where I stand. How can anyone out there seriously be confused when it comes to me and my communication and the way that I express myself? How do I have to express myself to people who are highly confused when it comes to me and is cheesed because I'm not communicating in a way that they want me to? How brutal and raw do I have to be to the point where I have to be what? Insulting? Do I have to really get that far? Well, come on. Like, everyone desires to have a deep, meaningful connection, yeah? Well, are you willing to communicate and be raw, real, open and honest? And not hold back, not have any fear and have nothing to hide? Well, I was pushing away this parrot because this parrot was being unrealistic towards me. Who makes out with a parrot? In the reality sense, if you think about it realistically, the parrot represents deep, meaningful connection and clear communication. I've been very clear and forthright in my communication. It's not my fault that the other people aren't getting it. It's not sinking in. They can't understand it. They can't dissect it or whatever. Can't process it properly. That's not my bloody problem. That's down to them. They are the one with the issue, not me. Now, this parrot had a fucking issue. As far as I see it, from my perspective, the dream with this weird parrot that was transfixed with me, I just wouldn't let it quit. And I'm gently trying to be, nice and respectful. And I'm trying to push the parrot off me. It kept coming back and kept saying sweet nothings, twerping away towards me. And think, what the fuck? And my dad's laughing. And no one else is noticing what's going on except my father within the dream. And he's laughing his head off. And he's trying to help me get rid of this parrot. Try to get it to shoo it off from me. It was on my chest. It was gripping on with its claws. It was on my chest because I was wearing a top, this weird-looking top, and it's perched right on top of my breasts here, and it's got its claws dug in deep into the top, so it would not go, and its wings are flapping, and he's trying to fucking deep throat me. Big first tongue and all. I'm thinking, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh my God. And I kept saying, oh my God, within the dream. Oh my God, he's in love with me. He's obsessed with me, this cockatoo, help. My dad's, laughing because he thought it was funny. But come on. This parrot was relentless. Would not quit. I don't know. Of course, it did describe my desire is to have proper, genuine, real connections with people, but I keep getting the shit into the stick all the time. There's only a small few that I can fit on my hand that are reasonable, that I can connect well with on a mental level and a deep level, not to the point where it's so deep that it's romantic. I mean, I don't want a romantic connection right now at this point in time in my life. I've made that very fucking loud and clear. If people out there don't like it, tough titties to you. Like, if you've got a fucking issue and you want to be like that fucking parrot, you can forget it. I'll defeather you real quick.